Hey guys, it's me Robin. Welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Oh, and it's always doing this. My goodness. There we go. Alright, first word, intellectual. Um, and, oh. Mm, um, oh. Well, that was... Oh, I completely forgot. I was gonna move this a little bit. There we go. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Me? Press the pause button for like a little... Oh. Me? Press the pause button for a second? Never. Me? Walk away? Never. Never, ever, ever. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. What? I don't get it. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. What? What? Never mind, let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? That's so weird. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I'll walk over to her. Oh, I'm spacing out again. Sorry, don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? This feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? She shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so, I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Robin, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Robin. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Well, she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. Oh. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Well, I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but she talks about you more than anything else, you know. I just gotta clean my glasses. There's like a little smudge on them. Running out of the cleaning stuff, so I've got to get more. God damn it. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. If it's an extra light, it's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. No way, sorry, it's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Oh, have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much, I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Oh, no! I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me, is it possible to do... exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room, suddenly I notice Sayori peering at me over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've really never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. Oh, my god. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that, sure. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. Sorry? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't seem to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, that's quite What? I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. We've been friends for a long time, and that's all. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her, but in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and charming, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. I think that should be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. Why don't we share our poems now? Alright. Let's do it the way we've always done it. Yuri, Monika, Natsuki, Sayori. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. That's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiled to herself, this feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would be like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame, maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoyed reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me, they don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with you when I talk, that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows, closer and closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the street light. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart stops. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber glow flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for that word to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before. Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? She nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead she gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. The poem is, once again, she fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? She nods. I'd love to. Again, she faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. She finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri typically smiles at me, and I return to my seat and put her poem away. Alright, now we go to Monica, which is probably going to end up being freaking creepy or something. Hey, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let her take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's really impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. And that's... it's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she's had a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, or purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows anything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we only seek the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Oh! You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's her. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice today. Thanks for listening. Let's do Natsuki. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I get my hopes up in the first place. And what did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Okay. Jesus. Don't tell me. You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, you would love this angsty, just because she's a talented writer, doesn't mean, I'm so done with you. She shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take a stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Also, I don't get to read hers. Okay. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just what I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Is there something wrong? Huh? Nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I didn't even get to read her What is happening? We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual, that's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase, jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Even, stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to... Oh. Only difference is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's, I thought she just went to pee. Please show some decency. She wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. For all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori, and second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri for all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Do you know what I'm doing? That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me? No! Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. I love atmosphere. Yu's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves me. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Ben may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore he may be more suited to assisting with decorations. How hard could, oh my goodness. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's up, I think. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. And I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... It seems she really wants me to hang out with Monica. In the end, it's up to you. I'm gonna go with Monica. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. Not only is her work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sora as well. My God. What the hell? What is this? Wait, what? Alright, and Yuri. Wait, why can't I help Monica? So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Aww. Yeah, cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and not everything that I do for the event will compare to that, so... Well, I'm the one acting mature, I already know that, but she's trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Aww. Oh, Yuri. Oh, why is she gotta be so adorable? She tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. And I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcake's going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Sorry, I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Alright then. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Saturday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. If you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I'm not really as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. You're all overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have? Until then, I won't be able to get my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Alright. Well, that's this episode done. Oh, let me just mute. There we go. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. See you next time. Bye-bye.